Hey up all, and welcome to another Hengist Wild Camps. Well, I'm back in the glorious Peak District once again, and I'm with Michael, who I was with last week when we were up at the Stone Circle. We're currently making our way up towards Derwent Edge. The idea for this camp came about last week. Me and Michael were talking and about Derwent Edge, and it suddenly dawned on me, I've not been up here this year. I normally come up here loads of times. I've been going up Kinder Scout too much. I mean, if you look at the cover photo for my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, they're both the same. But that's taken up here at Derwent Edge. So it's long overdue coming up here. So I'm really looking forward to it. The weather is lovely and warm. There's a nice cooling breeze. Before I set off, the forecast said heavy showers. And then I looked again when I got here and it had changed to light showers. I'll show you some views as I'm walking along because there is some good ones as we get up to the top. And I'll speak to you later. But for now, we're going to plod on. I don't know if you can see that, I've just zoomed in, but there's a couple of grouse I think they are, very young ones, just waddling along up the path. I'm still making my way up towards Derwent Edge, but the views are already starting to open up. Behind me, just there, you've got Bamford Edge, and over there you've got Win Hill. I'll turn the camera around, give you a better look. So yeah, just coming into shot now is Win Hill. And as I keep panning around to the left, there's Bamford Edge. Well, I'm going to keep plodding on. It's a cracking walk this. The weather's perfect at the moment. Although the clouds are getting a bit grey. But it's not raining at the moment. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, we're still plodding on up to Derwent Edge. And just stopped at this point because this is one of the brilliant views that you see on your way up here. In fact, for those that follow me on Facebook, my Hengist Wild Camps Facebook channel, I posted a picture today. Well, this is the location where it was taken. I'll just turn the camera around, give you a better view. So as I slowly pan to the right, down there, you've got Lady Bower Res, and round the corner, you'll have Derwent Dam and then Derwent Res. And then further up, Howden Dam and then Howden Res up to Slippery Stones. We're heading up that away. Right, well, I thought I'd just show you that view. And now we've got his breath back, we'll plod on up this little bit of a hill. We haven't got far now to get to Derwent Edge from here. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, we've made our way up onto Derwent Edge, although technically there is a signpost up yonder that says Derwent Edge, so I suppose it does technically start a bit further up there, but Wheelstones is what I always regard as Derwent Edge, from Wheelstones past Salt Cellar over the way to Backdoor. Michael's doing a bit of a dance there. Well, this is a nice little spot. It's got a cracking view. Over there is Hordron Edge, where we were the other week. My eyesight's not good enough to see the Stone Circle. In fact, I think Hordron Edge is actually, we're a bit higher up than Hordron Edge. It's a bit over that crest of that hill, a bit lower down. But that big lump on the horizon there, that's Stanage Edge. I'll just turn the camera around. Yeah, that's Stanage Edge. Over there, can't really see on this camera, is Bamford Edge. There you got Win Hill. And if I walk round this way, in fact I'll walk a bit further because you can't see anything from here. And you've got the Derwent Valley stretching up. Absolutely beautiful. Nice little spot there, but I think where we are is a bit more sheltered from the wind. Although it does seem to keep changing direction. As we were walking up, it was kind of blowing this way. Then as we got up to Wheelstones, it kind of shifted to that way. And then when I was over there, it almost felt like it was shifting that way. I think what's happening is it's swirling around these rocks, you know, creating vortexes. But it's nothing strong wind-wise. I'm in my Alpkit's Polestar tonight, so yeah, best not be anything like it was last week. But we should be all right here. It's pretty sheltered. And I think this bit is a bit more secluded than round the corner where I just was, where I showed you. Right, well, I'm just going to take in these views, and I might have a beer, or I might get my tent up first, I don't know. Depends if this weather holds, then there's no rush. I'm sure I just felt a spit of rain in the air then, but I could be wrong. Well, I've taken my gaiters off and using it as a sit pad, although the ground's not wet. I'm glad we got here when we did. It's still a little early to get our tents up, but on the way up, we passed 3 lads and they were all kitted out for camping. And a few minutes ago, we saw them walking along the trail towards us. Anyway, one of them came round and was a bit surprised that we were here already. He said he came round too because they were thinking of camping here. But they're going to go round the corner. I think they're going to camp there instead. But as far as space goes, I think we've got the best of the bargain. Well, I'm thinking about cracking a beer open. I don't know if it's too early though. I'm tempted to wait a bit longer. Decisions. I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, the rain started. It's only a shower by sounds of it, but in case it gets any worse, although it's still a bit early, I think I'm going to get my tent up now. Sod it. Right, I'll get on with that, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, well that's my tent set up and everything inside is sorted. Michael's is just behind me there. And the wind's coming kind of from this direction, although it's west, southwest, but more changing to the west. And we only rushed to get our tents up because there was a bit of a shower. But wouldn't you know, as soon as we got our tents up, it stopped. And coats are off again because it's really warm. Well, as you can see, I'm in the Alpkit Polestar once again. So I'll turn camera around and I'll do my usual where we have a walk around tent so you can see where it's pitched. Yeah, so coming into shot, here is my Alpkit Polestar. And got a fairly decent pitch. No strong winds tonight, but as you can see, it's fairly taut. It's a hybrid trekking pole tent. Trekking poles plus an integrated pole for the foot area. Right, well let's have a look inside, see what I've got. In my porch area, on this footprint, I've got my kitchen stuff there, pots, pans, some bits and bats in there, food bag, water down the back, 4 tins of McEwen's Champion, I've got my Kestrel 38 shoved down the side there with my gaiters on top. Inside the sleeping area, I've got my Flextail neck contour pillow, my 3-season climate static insulated V-light, and I'm still using my summer sleeping bag. Down at the back, got my down trousers, booties and synthetic puffer jacket. Right, well, I think I'll dive in tent, take my boots off, get a few things sorted, and then think about having a beer. I'll bring you back when I'm opening a tin of beer. Bye for now. Well, I'm all sorted in my tent now. I've got my boots off. Oh, that feels nice. And my thoughts are turning to a tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. Yum. So I'll just crack it open. Oh, that smells good, that. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Good health, everybody, and cheers. By gum. That's good beer, that. Well, I'm just going to sit here, relax, look at these views, and enjoy this first tin of beer at night. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. I've had the tent door shut for a while because these showers just kept going on for, well, about an hour. So I got sick of mopping up my footprint, which is just in front of me here. So yeah, I zipped this door down, but it's stopped now, and I've been out, and it's still lovely and warm. And I've set my stove up, put some fuel in it. I've got the lid on there so it doesn't evaporate. Got my pan out, got my wooden spoon ready, and I've got my grub laid out for tonight. Now, I've got a big feed ahead of me. I'm on my second tin of beer, so I'm working up an appetite. It's the first thing I've eaten all day. And I've got a confession. I have 2 Peshwari naans, but I opened the packet and I've eaten one of them already. I'm saving one for tonight's meal. Well, I'll turn the camera around and show you what's in store for me. There's Michael on the horizon. He's doing a live stream. But as I pan round, oh, there's a few midges coming out to play. I must put some repellent on in a moment. There's my stove set up. Here's those Peshwari naans that I spoke about before. I've got some box standard, what they call the budget brand, Stockwell roasted salted cashew nuts. They were about 99p or something. A tin of Tesco chicken jalfrezi. That's about £2.70, I think. And again, Tesco's budget range pillow rice. This Growers Harvest stuff, it's 49p. So quite a cheap meal. The plan to cook it will be chuck a little bit of water in just to prevent things from burning. Chuck the rice in, throw the curry in, get that up to temperature by giving it a good stir. Once it's simmering, throw these in, and then I think I may put the simmer ring on my stove, and it's a really good simmer ring, unlike a Trangia, which is like a circle with a hinge at the end. And when you reduce the flame, it shifts the flame to one end, so one side of your pan gets hot instead of, like, you know, it being at the centre. The simmer ring for this, it's actually a cap with a reduced diameter, and it's almost like quite a big candle, the flame that comes off it, and it's perfect. So yeah, I might do that. Well, before I get my stove on, I think what I'll do is look for my smidge, because I can't remember where I put it. And I've got a fresh bottle at home, but this is like nearly empty. But I've put some on my face, but I've got my arms exposed, and the little blighters are coming out to play. And I've had a few bites, I think. So yeah, I'm going to get some of that on first, and then finish this beer, and then get on with my cooking. I'll see you all later. Well, I finally cooked my grub, and
Michael just had a taste of it, and so did I, as it was ready to eat. And I think it tastes absolutely lovely. Well, I've got a naan bread to go with it. Well, what I'll do, as I normally do, I'll turn the camera around and give you a better look. And this time, there's still some daylight. And I hope to eat this quickly, because at the moment the sun shines out and it's lighting up all the heather after those showers. It's absolutely beautiful. And if I scoff it down quickly, I might be able to get a time lapse. Anyway, as I said, I'll turn the camera around and let you have a look at my grub. Going from left to right from my boots, on top of this lid for my pan is my Peshwari naan, and here's my massive bowl of chicken jalfrezi pillau rice with roasted cashew nuts. There's easily got to be over 1,000 calories in that. And, well, there's 2 empty tins there, but buried round the corner, I've got another 2 tins. Well, let's see how it tastes. I'll have a spoonful first, and then I might try a bit of Peshwari naan in it. Sorry for talking with my mouth full, but this is a step up from last week's meal. Those noodles and pepperami I had. This is like having a takeaway almost. Well, my brain's fooled itself into thinking that because I'm outdoors. Whoa, this is nice with a beer. Well, I'm going to continue scoffing this and thoroughly enjoy it, and hopefully try and get out and get some pictures of this sunset. Brilliant stuff, this. See you in a bit. It's just gone 10 o'clock and I've got my tent zipped up. And it's a bit of a weird one. After all those showers, it's still like quite warm, but there's a lot of condensation on the inside of my fly. And Michael made me laugh. He said, "Same on mine." He says, "I've not even been in it." So it's obviously the conditions. Yeah, I'm feeling really sleepy. I've still got round about half a tin of beer left to finish, which I'm going to drink after I finish speaking to you. Yeah, I've not done a lot of video tonight. I've mainly just been relaxing, talking to Michael, eating food, drinking beer, listening to a bit of radio, and just breaking free from living in suburbia and getting out into the countryside. Well, I'm going to finish this beer, and it won't be long before I get my head down, so I'll bring you back then. See you in a bit. Well, I hope you can hear me. I've got the audio book on. I was just going to sleep and I thought, I've not said goodnight to everybody. So, yeah, I haven't turned that audio book off. I do apologise for that, but as you can see, I'm in my sleeping bag. I'm really tired. More than normally. So, on that note, folks, I'm going to say good night all. I'll see you at morning. Well, good morning, everybody. The time is approaching 8 o'clock, I think, or could have just gone 8 o'clock, or I've no idea, to be honest. Yeah, woke up, it was a bit claggy, but the sun seems to be making an attempt to come through. It's not cold, it's not super windy or anything like that. It's quite nice, to be honest. Well, it's not raining. A bit of rain during night. Had a really good sleep. I slept through most of it. My tent's wet, that's why I'm saying there was a bit of rain. Well, I'm going to get a brew on, try and wake up a bit. So I'll get my stove sorted, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's my first brew at day made. I'll just grab it. I need this morning. Oh, that's a lifesaver. Well, folks, I'm going to drink my brew, try and wake up, and then turn my thoughts to packing away. So, yeah, I'm just going to drink this brew, and I'll see you later. Well, as you can see, I've got my bag on. I'm all packed up. So is Michael, who stood there behind me, and we're ready for the off. I'm just doing my usual, where my trekking poles were, just here. This is where I was camped. And I'm having a look around for tent pegs or bits of rubbish. I had a bit of an issue with my new tent pegs, these Eastern tent pegs. When I was pulling them out of the ground this morning, 3 of them, the ends, the metal ends where the cord goes through, they just came off. A bit disappointed really for the price those things cost. You think they'd be a bit more robust than that. Well, anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. As I was saying, I'm just having a look for any bits of rubbish, but I can't see any. It's all nice and clear. As we all do, we leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Well, it's a lovely morning for walk back. Nice and warm still. I've got my jacket on just because I've only got a t-shirt on underneath this. Right, well, without further ado, we're going to head on in that direction. So I'll show you a few views and I'll speak to you a bit later on. See you in a bit. Yeah, absolutely lovely view. I'm back at my car. Michael's just over there. We've just come down off Derwent Edge, across the cutthroat bridge, through the woodland, and we're back here. Well, that was a brilliant overnighter. Just what I needed, just to get out of the house, get some fresh air in my lungs, a bit of exercise, see some nice views, have a curry and a few beers on top of an hill, and then sleep on top of an hill. What more could you want? Well, Michael, it's been a cracking camp, mate. Yeah, and yeah, we've got a multi-day camp on next week. There's a few of us out, so that'll be a good laugh.
Yeah, it should be.
Well, I'm just going to get all this kit off, chucking it back at car, and start the drive home. But before I do that, I just want to say thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say, I'll look forward to your comments because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Well, on that note, there's no further really to say, apart from cheerio from me, and I'll see you all next time for another Angus Wild Camps. Bye all.